It's about 11 o'clock at night here in Osceola. I received a comment on one of my tapes. The content of my tape was that I was in a bit of a quandary because I'm a Democrat and my president was not living up to the things that I thought he would, that I believe he promised when he ran for office. So some time back, it's been, I don't know, a month or two back, I made a tape, and I kind of went on at some length about my problem with him and the prospective Republicans that would take his place, and the budget that the Republicans are putting forth, you know. Anyway, I received a comment about the tape tonight from a person called Osceola 717, which I think is kind of unique. Unless they live here in Osceola, I just don't know about them. I think it's kind of unique that their YouTube name is the same as the name of the town I live in. That's pretty slick. And their answer to my quandary was a suggestion that I vote for Ron Paul. And I got on there. I subscribed. Got to looking at some of the stuff on theirs. And Ron Paul has a very, very vigorous movement following him. And some of them are not all that tickled with him. And of course, they don't feel like that he's doing what he promised he was going to do. I saw one fellow there said it was his final tape about Ron Paul. Made reference to the movement. What the flip is the movement? It seems to me, if Ron Paul had his way, we go back to the 1880s. Sweatshops, robber barons, the government would just stay out of everything. A few of the items that were over the years built public service stuff, Hoover Dam, Tennessee Valley Authority, Interstate Highway System, all this stuff was built with government tax revenue. And unless I misunderstand Mr. Paul, his position is the government had no business doing these things. Hey, other than, protecting us militarily, there just ain't a whole lot that he thinks that the government ought to be involved in. Well, referring back to part of that tape that I was talking to, one of the things the government does kind of vicariously is keep me alive. As I said in the other one, I'm a dialysis patient. And the dialysis process is so expensive, there is no way. I mean, if I what's the word I'm looking for? I say sold off, but that's not the word I'm looking for. But if I sold off everything I owned, and some people might consider that a reasonably substantial amount of money, might keep me alive 5 months, 8 months. If I didn't do anything else, I couldn't eat. I couldn't drive the car to the dialysis clinic. I mean, I'd just pay them. Because of course the government would not be paying it. It's not their business to do that. Well, to say I'm dependent, I most assuredly am. I am out there. I'm one of those folks that are out there on the entitlement programs. That's a fact. I don't know that I'm entitled to stay alive, but the mechanism that keeps me alive is Medicare and an insurance policy that I've held on since I was employed. And if I voted for Ron Paul and he implemented my understanding of what his concept of what the government should do and shouldn't do, wouldn't be there. I'd have to liquidate, that's the word I was looking for, I'd have to liquidate everything I've got to maybe stay alive another 8 or 9 months. And after that, well, hey, please die quietly. So, Osceola 717 cannot vote for your guy unless there's something I really misunderstand about him. If I'm part of that dependent system out there and I'm not part of the movement, I'm sorry, but it's one of the problems that Ron Paul is experiencing now. I've observed that his movement is spirited along by generally young, full of beans, people in their prime. He's not being pushed by old fogies like me that are on the downhill side over their past their prime, in their declining years. And it should be very obvious why that he's not being supported by us. I have to assume he's being supported by the younger generation because, they're still invincible. Nothing's happening to them. Nothing's ever going to happen to them. They're not worried about it. But it'll come. There'll come a time. I don't know, Osceola 717, I don't know what your age bracket is. But if you're in my generation, I'm 73 years old. And if you're in my generation and you're good health, good for you. But aside from my kidneys, I'm in reasonably good health. Now, I'm not going to run a marathon, but all things considered, if I don't get out and get overheated and do certain things, I exercise every day. Minor, get on a treadmill, chug along, 30, 40 minutes. All in all, for my age, 73, I'm in pretty good health, other than the fact that I'd be dead in a couple of weeks if it wasn't for dialysis. So Ron Paul's not on my list of possibilities. He just can't be. I appreciate your offer there, due to the fact that I am in a quandary as to who is on my list. This is probably, I've voted in every election since Eisenhower. This is probably the worst situation I've ever seen us in. It's bad. But my guess is that this too will pass and we'll blunder along. This country is a great country. It's vigorous. I like to think it can overcome anything. And it looks like we're in the shape where we're going to have to try to overcome anything. Anyway, 717, appreciate the comment. And hope you enjoy subscribing. And I appreciate the feedback that I get off of here. Today, I got in the heat a little bit. A friend of mine put up a great big radio antenna. Took this video camera out there, set the tripod up, and we videoed it. That puppy is about 105 feet at the top, and it was impressive. I don't know, that doesn't apply to anything I've been talking about, but it's what happened today, and I kind of enjoyed it. So, Can't vote for Ron Paul. Don't want to vote for Obama. I certainly don't want to vote for Romney. I'm in quite a tizzy. Uh, I hope. Now I've heard that that they're going to ditch Biden and get Hillary to run for vice president. That's hearsay, scuttlebutt. Somebody's flight of fancy. Boy, I wish it had happened. I don't have anything against Biden. I like him. I think he's a good fella. But I like Hillary. I think Hillary would make a crackerjack president. I'm sure that you Paul fans and the right wingers out there are going, this man is plumb crazy. Everybody's got an opinion. Run, Hillary, run. Anyway, that's why I can't vote for Ron. And this is fun. So here's my little buddy. I'm going to get his ear out of here. His ear is getting weak.